Level 99, a new family. Uklamat is searching for the words to say to Shale. Really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kakuya. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kakuya, we'd known that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then that she was already gone? We did. We all did. Kakuya forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Aaronville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. Tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zoral Ja already? No, they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they'll like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies, but it'd probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we've resolved matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As to Zoral Ja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah, yes, about that. Time we suspect that Zoral Ja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Gulul Ja. You mean to say Gulul Ja is the new king? While a coronation is required to make it official for the moment, the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away, but given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think on it together later, but for now, I want you to hold on to it, to what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you all right, Lamachi? Huh? What is this? Why can't I, Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? Perfectly normal. You just need a little time. Think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliolol and rest up while the others handle the investigation? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Koana. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? But won't everyone hate me? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Koana as new family. Really? Really, that is, if you're fine with it. I am. Oh. Let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace to see Koana.
You are returned! Wait there! I'm coming down!
Okay.
Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome? So my brother is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy, perhaps?
This is Zorolja's son, Gululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Gululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Gululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Right. Continuing on. It was indeed Zoroljad's realm inside the dome. Realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He as the king of resolve, and she the queen of reason. Just like you and me here. Your people live very different lives compared to ours, but like us, they live them to the fullest. And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as a family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love for her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They're good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect. But Zoroljad slaughtered them, slaughtered those he was meant to protect, for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. In his attack on Tuliolo failed, Zoroljad sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. It drove him to commit such an atrocity. He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather, he was a great person, right? Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person, that he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you are right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectations. That weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, why he didn't want me. Damn it all, if only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. Zoroljad had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Zilly's help that we managed to defeat him. Now I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all to Zoroljad. I promised, didn't I? I wanted us to become family, and it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You may not be my nephew by blood, but we're family to the end. We'll always be there to help each other. Isn't that right? Right. You too, after everything we've been through, we're already as good as family. What? What do you mean, what? The more family you have, the merrier, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the barracks. I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamachi. Don't be as vowed resolve, it was something I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuliolo safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel the invaders, and then only with the aid of Virtua and his kin. Thanks to Alphinaud and Estinian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Ratatan. When the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that this was it, the Tuliolo you had envisioned. We owe our new allies a great debt, and I hope that we can repay them one day. Indeed, once I've dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. Julia's told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yes, I need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that our own might live, but as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Because Tuliolo is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. That's the kind of thinking that led to conflict in the old days. I want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness, and the only way to do that is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamachi. Just promise me you will take care. Promise, Koana. Well, I had anticipated this. I still can't help but worry. Sorry that I have to go away again so soon. But even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. Can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. For all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Level 99, a new family, complete. Level 99, in pursuit of Sphene, Wuklamat wishes to look in on her soldiers. Well, it was good to catch Koana up. Now we'll talk to the Who might this be from? Hello? That's right. Zillia's with me. Said so. In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Ishtola is heading back. I dare hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. Gang's all here. Apologies for the wait. You're all here, then that means... Aye, we believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. You start from the beginning, Ishtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the Key that allowed her to control it. According to Ketan Ram, the Key was brought with me to the Source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zoral Jah, who used it in Ysolani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zoral Jah's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. Where exactly did that gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at orogenics and made a startling discovery. You all know there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went there, you saw that it didn't exist. Curious, we analyzed Origenics logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent and where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level. That level alone must have lain outside the fused region and so was left behind. And it means the reflection of which Sphene has fled is her own. Alphinaud, if you be so kind. Indeed. It's Sphene's home world, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We use another gate, and it just so happens we know where one is. Sky Deep Cenote. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrians and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That is what we shall find out using the code in this earring. As you'll recall, Kryle's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Given the circumstances of Kryle's arrival and the source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. We couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed, Shale especially. Right then, it seems the plan is set. To the Sky Deep Cenote. Begging your pardon, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give her the thing? Yes, I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. As Lamachi says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. Just jump down. Okay, there we go. All is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I have commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you well in your coming mission. This apparently incorporates foreign technology. Leave it to Gohana to request such a thing, eh? Ewazunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. Just say a word and he will bring it out. Level 99 in Pursuit of Sphene. Complete. Has this job gear? You may now obtain job-specific gear from Ewazunte. Okay. Weapon and gear obtained can be equipped at level 99. However, all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 100 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon the completion of the role quest associated with said job. Yeah, we'll check that out later. Level 99. Through the Gate of Gold. Wuplamat is eager to set off for the Sky Deep Cenote. With your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come, let's head to the Sky Deep Cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my order, so I shall accompany you. Closest. So far. Need our bike. Ride in style. Zoom, zoom. Vroom, vroom. Bridge. Pretty bird. Oh, huh. The Gate of Gold. Leisurely stroll. Vaughn has already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. It wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck. Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Gould,
King.
would you give it a try?
He's technically the king, right?
Me? If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
Oh, there are other gates to other reflections.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sveen close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wook-Lamart, Kryl, and Erenville are a given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
You holding the fort, I know we'll be all right. Make sure we can return while we're still young and beautiful, eh? All right.
It's fine. Really. Mostly. Just don't let her bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Fiend's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World? Right. Let's go.
how to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal. I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise, the words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Lost world, living memory. Amazing, absolutely amazing. We've literally stepped into the Yakyoi legend. Whatever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin in Yaktel. That would explain the Yakyoi's visions and the location of the gate. Hey Erenville, that volcano over there, you don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city? I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. Strange, though I've never been to this place before, it somehow makes me feel nostalgic. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone. It's like we've traveled to the past. The difference may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. There's electrope everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Like how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers, I believe that this city's appearance is artificial, or like Almarad. See, the right is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? It suggests that this place is Alexandrian. It would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be this city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends, welcome. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I am an Endless. We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed, in other words. Great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Go along with it for now. I am a caretaker here at Living Memories, City of the Endless, and it is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. City of the Endless. At a glance, there seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. This way we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, that all precious memories endure forevermore. Never keeps early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made a haven for the endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. Well, the tour would be interesting. It's Fiend that we've come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen. In that case, you are in luck. It was just announced that Her Majesty will enter into slumber, but there is still time. If you try calling to her before the Mezzo Terminal at the center of the city, she will likely appear. Not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Mezzo Terminal. Our thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on the tour next time. I look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Doo-doo.
Sven? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sven.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sven, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sven, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Damachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria. A devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
Let's resolve this. I'll protect my world and all others. This evil is not inevitable. Find another way. Dynamis. I don't.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sphene!
Oh, what are we going to do? What are we to do now? Damn it. I thought that I had come to understand, Sphene, but I'm still clueless. Utterly clueless. Level 99, through the gate of gold. Complete. Level 99, those who live forever. Uklamat's frustration is fairly palpable. Doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. Caretaker Constancy, perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sphene going into a slumber. Push at me. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was here just earlier, a fellow named Constancy. Is that Mom? Wait, what? Hello, everyone. You made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is. It's Kakuya. None other. This is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes, then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shatona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it was true that you're here means... I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. Am indeed an endless, have been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now you've come to stop Sveen. Yes, I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her then? While there are no guarantees, your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. If my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line. Zip line? What is that? Fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use, though, as we endless can teleport freely within living memory. A particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. That endearing pushiness, it could only be Kakuya. Let's go. You don't seem to be. Error. User registration confirmed. Bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. What a charming place. That's them the People's Fiend strives to protect. They look happy. So, what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the endless. What? Oh, come now, spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this, and we won't have a better opportunity than now, while Queen Sveen is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. Going to sacrifice others to sustain the endless, this I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us. And if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because as you've just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attack on Tuliyola. Can't bear that thought. Can't bear to exist because someone died. You'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? Delete. In each zone, there's an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. Shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does that need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first and then take it from there? Precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Our own memories are stored within the Meso Terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? Preparation for fusion, the Mesoterminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Mesoterminal at least. There's sense in your strategy and in resolving to stop Sphene. We had anticipated that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt, no matter how lifelike we may seem. We endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the Mesoterminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. Do as you ask. There has to be another way. I don't want you to go. Afraid not. We spent years scouring Preservation's records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. We'll do as you ask. I don't want you to go. While I appreciate the thought, we can't afford to miss this chance. Do this for me, will you? We'll do as you ask. Doesn't really give you a choice. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an endless. It was Preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? Sphene, you know, is an ideal that Preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love that living Sphene bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the endless. As you know, the endless consume ether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. But are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? The queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of Preservation have vanished, leaving their created queen to walk alone. So as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kaguya, we can understand now both your reasoning and your feelings. Before we erase the endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the Rite of Succession. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. 3 to 5 should work. Truly are Golul Jaja's kitten. Well, calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We may not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave it to you then. I'll leave you to it. Then, when you've finished here, we'll come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Right, let's split up and find some locals to speak with. Really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. Well, no, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it. Wonderful here. Let me tell you, I just bumped into a dear friend in life, and we've been whiling away the hours reminiscing. Might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen's Fiend can really sustain us forever. I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. Oh, hello there, taking in the sights of Canal Town, too, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us a chance to reconcile. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Until next time. You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? If you haven't, you don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing, the saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you've tried that, I urge you to seek out other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in a style it's so smooth and rich, and just thinking about it is giving me a hankering. That's it, I'm going to go and have some right now. Welcome, welcome. We have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. Here on that lady's recommendation as well, I take it. I had been wondering what the endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, is it your first time eating, is it? Food here is created using ether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. How about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. Lest you worry, there's no charge. All the food is free here. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? As they say, there's only one way to find out. Kind of like my restaurant at the end of the universe. You sample a handful of popcorn. While it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing. I've never had such tasty popcorn. And it's not our best seller for nothing. What about you? Fantastic. The saltiness is exquisite. It's interesting. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles, exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something and rather frantically. You perchance see him too? No, I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? Thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. But see, he is no longer in the vicinity. Let us keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. Level 99, those who live forever. Complete.